It's Mr. Barr here for your concepts lesson of the day. On Thursday, we took the 6-1 file, we put it into table formatting to add the blue to it, add the drop-down boxes there by doing that. We deleted any duplicates, we added 3, and we added 3 here. Did some changes here, and today what we're going to start is by highlighting L and M and going to column width and changing the column width to 14. Then what it says to do is click an L1 and make sure you're in L1. And in L1 it says to type in rating table. Then highlight L and M and merge in center. Change it to 18 and bold. And then type in review and grading. Once you type those in, it says come down here, click on your format painter and highlight those so that it makes them blue with white background. Then it says type in the data as you see it, 0, 7, 8, 9, and the rating will be poor, fair, good, excellent. And then save, so you save as you go. Now what we're going to do is come down here and we're going to do a formula. F of x, type in VLOOKUP, find your VLOOKUP, click OK, and it gives us some options. So this is what we're doing. It says the lookup value, what we're looking at should be F9. So we're going to look at whatever review we got from our supervisor, and then what we're going to do is compare it to this scale right here and hit F4 after you highlight that to make that absolute, because that should never move. And then the column index is, do we want 1 to show up or 2 to show up? And we want column 2 to show up. And what should happen is we're looking at our supervisor review using the scale up here, and we want column 2 to show up, which in this case should be excellent. And then when I hit OK, it creates them all. Excellent, fair, based on, again, matching up to that. Then hit save again. Again, pause as needed if I'm going faster than what you need. The next thing we're going to look at is loan commission. And we're going to do an equal f of x, and we're going to do an if function. Click OK. Let's try this again. We go equal if and then a bracket, and it gives us different options, and it says choose specialty. Let's try it this way. I don't like that way. Go to if, and the logical test is if parentheses loans then account value, which is right here, times 0.0025, otherwise 0. If specialty equals loans. So what you're saying is, click on specialty. If that says loans, which there's a couple cases, then the account value times 0.025 will 0.0025 will show up. Otherwise, it will say that's false and put a 0. And then I screwed up because I put loan, and you got to make sure you type it correct. Loans. And then there should show up of 1, 2, 3, 4 cases where that is correct. Then it says new money commission, and we're going to do the same thing. Equal f of x, if function, and once again, if specialty equals loans. If that's true, that equals 0. Otherwise, account values times 0.0002. So then all the other ones are now over here. So this is the ones that have loans in it. This is the one without loans in it. So save that as you go. Next step, it says to highlight F9 to F22. We're going to go to conditional formatting, and we're going to go to a new rule. And with that new rule open, it says we're going to select format cell only cells that contain. Actually, I think we leave it as based on their values. We're going to change it from 2-color set to icon sets. And then it says we're going to change it to the 4 lights. And once we select the 4 lights, we're going to change these values to 9, 8, and 7, and should say when value is greater than or equal to 9, number, number, and number. Gonna have to redo those. 9, 8, 7. So when value is greater than equal to 9, number. When less than 9 and greater than equal to 8, number. When less than 8 and greater than equal to 7, number. When less than 0 is correct. Once I have all that, then I hit OK. And what should appear is numbers that match those numbers are green to the bigger numbers in red and yellow. Next thing we're going to look at here is our totals. So what we'll do is it says select E23. Or click in the table first. Then what we're going to do is table design, and right now we have header row selected, but total row is not. They want us to select that, and it adds a total down here, and it automatically does this one right here. But then it says to go to this one and hit the down arrow, and it says use the sum function to get 17, 432, 838, 80. Then it says click on this one, hit the down, and get an average. And then you can see it's way too many. We want to go to home and decrease the decimal down to 2 places. Then it says to select this one and choose the sum function as well. And then we'll save it, and we'll call that our stopping point for the day. The other thing I'm going to let you guys know is we're probably going to work on this today and tomorrow. And we might do a little bit more here today, but then we're going to probably on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to give you kind of a refresher review. It counts as a final for the students that are taking it for dual credit, but everybody's going to do it. The dual credit kids will get it for a grade. For college, you guys will get a grade for high school. So it won't be much, but we'll have that for probably Wednesday, Thursday. So I want to do a little bit more here today on this one. So hit save again there. Then what it starts talking about here is it just shows you all the different ways you can sort, and I'm not going to go through all these, but basically you got these down arrows, which is, you know, I can sort this from A to Z right here, and if I don't want to do that, you know, I can sort from Z to A, or I can that's one option. Then there's the sort on this one. I can sort A to Z there. Same thing. So different ways you can sort that stuff. The next thing it kind of wants to show you is click in the table. Then there's this right here, sort filtering, and then there's a custom sort, and it highlights all this stuff. What I can do is I can choose different levels, add a level, and the sort by count values. Branch. Cell value is A to Z. So it's the same way, and I can click OK on that. So it just does branch A to Z. It's the same thing we just did. Or again, I can sort it by different levels. I can sort by branch. Cell value is A to Z. And then I can add a level and say specialty. Cell value is A to Z, and then I can add another level and supervisor review. Cell value is largest to smallest, then I hit OK, and it breaks down all that criteria based on those. Another thing I can do is I can hit my down arrow under specialty, in the count values, and it says click sort smallest to largest, and it will override that. Or I could go into specialty and I could deselect one of these and hit OK, and it'll take away the ones that are loans. And then if I want to get rid of that, I can clear that filter so it goes back on there. Or I could go to ratings and I could deselect all the ones that aren't excellent, and that will tell me all my excellent ones. Then I could go back up here and clear those filters again. I could go to name. I could search for a last name, and it'll bring up those. And that's good. Like I said, if you want to try those, that's fine. When you're done, clear those filters so it's back like this, and just save it for that. And then tomorrow will be probably our last day working on this, and we'll go from there.